This is going to be a really short live stream. We're going to swap some pickups out really quick. I thought it would be cool to show. Here comes our friend, Ella. Really quick pup swap, in and out with these babies. If all goes according to plan, this will go really quick. Interesting. Doesn't even have that one hooked up. Hey out there, we're just doing a really quick pickup swap. This is going to go really fast. This is going to be a pretty short stream, but I just thought if I'm going to come down here and do it, I might as well share with you guys what's going on. So we've got the strings off this one, taking the ring off. So we're going to leave that one on for just a hot second. Figure out which one it is on the lead. Let me know if you have any questions. So giving a little tug on that, we can see we got actually the one with the long lead, which is great, because that's going to make this go a lot easier. So what I like to do is use this really cool solder wick. It's super great at getting the residue off. You can just heat it up right through the top of it, and it'll start to absorb the leftover solder. Hey, little buddy. It's all good. There we go. So got the ground off, just need to get the lead and the bear. Whenever I get the back of the pots, I like to turn this up a little bit, the heat. Good morning. Those pickups are broken, or why are you changing them? I'm actually taking this TB6 out of this, and I'm going to put it into my Black Dragon, which I've decided I'm going to thrash the hell out of. Should be great. Don't worry, this is the other Karina, not the main one that I play, so it's all good. This guy here, it's pretty easy. Just get it hot and pull it. That's what we just did. Okay. So they did a super, I actually haven't touched the wiring on this one. They did a super quick, I guess you could call closure on that, on the back of it. So here it is. And I think if we're going to keep this really simple, I might even just leave the ring on, because the ring on the other guitar is going to be the same size. All right, we got the pickup out of this one. We're going to swap it into the other one. Hey, LaMelo Ball. Karina King V. Pretty sick. Here. We'll put that there so you guys can see them. You can see the twins. All right. Here, my friend, is what it's going in. Oh, did you bring me some coffee? Thanks. That's so great. I just appreciate the coffee so much, my little bugger. Okay. So I actually need to detune this here. We're going to pull out the hidden Allen wrench. And you know, you don't have to detune it, but I'm gonna try to preserve the paint job on this as much as I can. Hey, thanks, man. I'm glad you like this one. I love this one too. All right. We're gonna really quickly detune this, pop that TB4 out. This is the standard TB4 trembucker. We're putting in a TB6 distortion. You know, there's nothing wrong with the TB4. Nothing wrong with the TB4. We're gonna swap these out quick, actually. Hold on. There we go. Pop this right here. Get this down to pretty looseness. I don't want to fight the strings on this because I want this to go really quick. So we're just going to get these nice and loose. It's fine. We can always bring them back up to pitch. So that, coupled with that, you know, I think we're going to have enough room now to get that out pretty successfully without too much interference. So we're going to go ahead and take all but one of the screws off. I like to just let it hang a little bit. I do recommend you get little magnet holders. I've got a bunch of them. They're the handiest thing in the world. Did you just bring me some more coffee? Thank you so much. That's the best.
I'm bringing some food to you too.
My little helper's giving me coffee, everybody. You say hi? Oh, and some fruit. Beautiful.
Fruit is
You
healthy.
should always start your morning with some broccoli, I guess. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, that's the one we're going to leave on. We're going to open up this cavity, figure out which lead. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just going to be the main volume one, but look, you got to double check these things. You never know. This is another one that the electronics have not been touched on. So look, I could take this off and I might be in for a big surprise. Doubt it, but you know, we'll see. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. It's a little stuck in there. So if it's really stuck in there, a great tool is a super, super fine tip tweezer. It's the kind girls use. I know that because I got it from my wife. This thing is like really stuck. Just gonna be gentle.
Is there dollar payment?
See if we can find any spots that lift. There we go. Sure, I got another little idea.
Here's-
Boy, I do not know why that is on there so much.
And what
It's
else?
quite interesting. Here we go. Huh.
And what else?
Take a hamburger, please.
Right.
I'm getting hamburgers. Look at all this food I'm getting over here. This is great. Okay, we got that off. That's kind of painful. All right, we're going to undo the last screw. We're gonna pull this out, figure out which lead it is, and pull it.
And also, would you also like the secret meal too?
I would like the secret meal.
Alright. Well, I'm really sorry though, but we don't have any hamburgers.
Before we do that, let's back off the pickup itself, which is going to allow more clearance for the screws, which are a little bit more problematic because they're so pointy to get out through this tight spot. It'll be a little bit easier on the top side here. Okay, now I should get her. There we go. Want to gently turn it. Don't want to get the paint. Just be very gentle. Go slow. Turn it around. Okay. Let this come back. Right on the block there. Perfect. Okay. Now look, I don't necessarily advise trying to do this with the strings on unless you really know what you're doing, because you will scratch your guitar up and fuck something up. I'm a little bit more bold about it because I do know what I'm doing, and I literally just put these strings on the other day. And then I thought to myself, I really don't want a TB4. Let's take that TB4 off. Okay, again, the wick works really great. Hey, how's it going, Peter Qualmer? I smacked it with the hammer a little bit to basically separate whatever this was attached to. I think it just had, it almost looks like it's just been sitting on there so long, it just had a little attachment to this, maybe excess finish or something. Hey RL Gaming, Peter, it's good to see some faces, some new folks on here.
Would you like coffee or other drinks? Because we only have coffee and orange juice and also milk.
You know what? I'll take some orange juice, please.
Okay.
You know I like orange juice.
Okay.
Now I also recommend you have some ventilation. I actually have a fan above me, which you can't see, which is turned on. So that's interesting. I think they wrapped it around, which means I need to pull out this ground post really quickly. And I need a bigger driver. We got about 15 minutes left on this job, I bet. And then we'll be done. Am I a guitar player too? Yes, I am, RL Gaming. Check out my channel, my man. We just did a live stream last night. We played tons of cool Metallica songs. We do live streams every week. You should definitely check out the channel if you like Metallica, man, because I play Metallica and Megadeth covers. And then I've got my own music too. But I play the covers because I know everyone loves to hear those popular songs, and then hopefully they want to hear some of my music too. That's the idea. Boy, they really wrapped this around, and gosh, it's so annoying. I think I'm gonna have to redo the entire joint. I prefer to just in this instance, like, okay, I'm just gonna have to cut this. It's a little frustrating, not gonna lie. But it's not the end of the world. There we go. There's that one. Boy, this is just a ball of solder on this. This is what makes this wick thing really good. And before I accidentally get this on the paint, let's just do that. You ever thought about doing Van Halen? Hey, thanks, Limpan. Hey, Tarantula Spot. I'm doing a pickup swap. I am definitely going to be doing Van Halen Totix and some Pantera too. Definitely coming, my friend. Okay, so I'm just swapping out some pickups on this baby quick. Trying to get this glob. This glob of gook off here.
Okay. Let's see how to roll.
There we go. So this is where the wick is just pull it through like this. Once you get this stuff really going. Look at this, I'll show you. This is why it's so cool. If you see that, it just like absorbs it as you heat it up, and it just makes it really nice and clean to work with. Okay. Got a little plastic melting from the wire. We'll have to cut a little lead off. Not a big deal. We've got one more little bugger here that wants to come out. This is going to be a spot dab. I can actually most likely reuse that solder to put the new one back on. Okay, we're going to pull this through. And if I'm right, these are going to be the same rings. And it's going to make my life super easy. And they are. Same size ring. Perfect. Same width, at least visually right away. Same length. Same depth. The only bad thing is this TB6 doesn't have a label on it. Unfortunately, this one has the cool Seymour Duncan. This one's it's just faded away. If you'd like to buy a TB4 on the cheap, put a message in the comment, because I will definitely be selling that for a really good deal. All right, so all these grounds are honestly still attached. We're going to want to include this guy right here, and we're going to want to put the lead back into the middle post.
Hey, here's a secret drink.
Thank you so much.
I got you a secret menu.
A couple of these coming out.
Don't worry. No, he's very good. To you.
Oops.
Here's some fresh bubble gum.
Some fresh bubble gum, she says. It's great.
For the salad.
Here's our TB6. So,
And even.
you want to have your green and your bear running together, your black running separately, and then you want to take the red and the whites and just kind of like cut them off.
That?
Yes.
Yeah. There's tiny little.
Oh, thanks. Look, some money.
There's more
Some
tiny
money.
little
But do you see what it says? Movie prop.
There's some
Have fun
more-
with your money. What?
This is more money. Just
Thank you, sweetheart. Okay. So let's go ahead and put these together really quick. I like to use little buggers like this. You can feed the wire into it, seal it off. It should be closed off for good then.
Which vitamin do you want?
You know, you've got so much food there for me.
This one's a secret vitamin.
I like to just use a lighter.
You should try the secret
Heat this up really
vitamin.
quick.
Here.
Works really good. This little end here we can snip off if we so desire. You should get some of that out of there for me, darling. Let me know if you guys have any questions. If you like Metallica, Halloween, Dream Theater, Dragon Force, and other hard rock bands, I was a drummer but haven't played for a long time. That's cool, dude. Just take that little bit off there. Now I like to coil this back around like this. I'll put just maybe a little bit of tape on that, just to hold it in place. I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, that's cool, man. I like Dream Theater too. They're really good. I really like Metropolis. That was the one I had as a kid. I don't know, it's the one that always resonated with me. I thought it was a really cool
Daddy,
story.
what else?
Oh, you know what? I think I'm good, sweetheart. I think I'm good on the food, honey.
Do you want the other secret menu too?
It's okay. You should get something for yourself now. What do you think of that?
But you gotta be the order then and give me some of that food.
Why don't you make yourself some chicken nuggets in your little kitchen?
Okay, here's Steve.
So just one little coil of tape there. Don't want to do a lot. Just want to try and keep this nice and neat. If we need to pull this back a little more, we certainly can, but I don't anticipate that being an issue based on what I'm seeing right now. Could probably bump the screen just back a hair. I got another little trick on a wire like this, where it's already a little goofy. Just give it a little hot spot with the lighter and then just pull it. We're gonna thank Darius for that one. You know who you are, Darius. All right, check that out. We got those together now. Some nice open wires ready to go in. This looking good. Let me know if you have any questions, guys. Almost done. Either way, I gotta run really quick here. We're not gonna be doing this for too much longer. Okay.
You ready?
Should probably just bend them down. Yeah, that may not work. We'll try to go in like this. So I want to go in the same way I came out, which is from this side versus the other side. This is going to be a tight fit. Might actually pull the tape off inadvertently. I hope not. We'll see. Won't be the end of the world if we have to retape it. We probably should have retaped it on the other side anyways, to be honest.
Why not? Sure.
Can you see it? I can see it, which means I can grab it.
Hi.
Hello.
Can I, please? Can I get an apple? Just for my little unicorn?
Now the trick here is to go around a wire, like a loop, with your tweezer, because then you won't worry about pulling it. And in this case, this one's actually a little too crazy. So I've got some of these fun little Stumac buggers that work great for this type of stuff. There we go. The other trick is do it on your red and white ones. I guess I should have mentioned that too. I was not doing that on the green bear or the ground. All right. Let's get this puppy back into position, or rather, this new guy into position here. Just gonna push that through. Remember, we kind of got to do this backward dance thing. So we're gonna put that bugger in, and actually let's make our lives easier and back off this screw quick. It's really cool, especially Metropolis Part 2. I bought the cassette about 10 times because it was played too often. That's awesome. Dude, there was just something about that album, man. They had some really cool stuff going on in that album. I really enjoyed it. The instrumental, the Overture 1812, I think it's called, right? Man, just sick. Absolutely sick. Great song. I actually have a live album, live DVD of that album. I almost forgot. It's pretty cool. Okay. Gonna gently get that side in. We're just gonna kind of dance this puppy over very carefully. Oops. String. Almost there. Just a little further. Careful, don't drag it on your paint. Just take your time. Get the string out of the way. And boom. Make sure those are back in the slots. Gently bring tension back. Always do that gently. Don't want to let the little bugger go. There we go. All right, we're going to bring these back up. Actually, let's just pull this through quick. Yep, okay. I'm going to bring this back up because by lowering it so much to make the clearance for the move, it doesn't actually fit down there. Now, what I'm going to do the next time, I'm thinking on this because what I realized is that this cool dragon paint is actually underneath these pickup rings. I think I'm going to get some of those really cool FU tone undermounts for this the next time I do a string change. I think that would be really cool. And then I'm going to have to figure out some silver and black fill, which that won't be a big deal. For the holes, that actually won't be a big deal. I actually already have a solution for that because I've got a bunch of different dyes and things with super glues. But that'll be really neat. I think that will be fantastic. And now this is going to be set up just the way I want it to be. We're going to have a distortion in this. All right. Say goodbye to the El Nico. We're moving from AC/DC to straight up Metallica tone, Megadeth tone, Randy Rhoads tone. Going from hard rock to metal here, for sure. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Trying to go kind of quick here, but you also want to take your time. Take your time. I think the guy from StewMac is the one who says there's the 3 Ds of guitar work. Detail, detail, and detail. He ain't shitting. He is absolutely right. Now here's what's kind of cool in the sunlight coming in. I can actually see where it used to say Seymour Duncan on the pickup. It's just so worn away. Can't see it. I see someone brought me some Legos. So nice. Okay. Now, what we need to do is get these leads back onto the main volume right here. We want to get this ground onto this ground post. They did this kind of interesting. I mean, I guess it's all the same at the end of the day. I like to run the grounds to the pots and then run the pots to the ground, but it looks like they're kind of bypassing that step here, which is interesting. I mean, it still goes, there's still another line from the pot to this ground, just not direct from the pup, which I guess is what I would expect normally. Gosh, this thing is just like, you know, I honestly feel like I need to clean it up a little bit. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to clean this piece up. There's a lot of crap on it. I'm not a big fan of this. It's just easier, in my opinion, to just clean it up now. Just want to let it get hot. Careful with your fingers. And actually cut all this excess off here to just make your life easier. Remember, this is all filled with existing solder from when we pulled it off, if you've been watching. And again, make sure you've got ventilation if you're doing this. I have a fan above me. It's a little bit of an art. Kind of gotta warm it up. There we go. It's looking really good now. That was a good one. Kind of just gotta find the sweet spot with your tip and the old solder. There we go. Okay, that's really good. A little hot. That's all right. All the solder is pretty much off. So to that end, I'm feeling good about, let's just leave this here. We don't actually need to pull those off because they're still connected. Let's get the other line in. And the line from the new pup. I've got about 5 minutes, folks, and then unfortunately I gotta leave. I was hoping to get this done really fast here. So what I want to do here is just give myself just a hair of room. I want to very precisely cut on the sleeve because I think I'm gonna comfortably need just a hair more with that lead right there. Just a little more. Precision cuts. Don't get your wire. Be careful. Go slow. Use a new blade. I've got a new blade on this. Well, not 100% new, but I know it's sharp as hell still. Let the blade do the work. Okay? I've cut myself way too many times to not know the blade should just do the work. All right, that's good. Should be more than enough lead. Not a huge fan of globbing this back up, but a lot of other options as well. This is some 4060 resin core. Works pretty good. We're going to turn it down a little bit. At this point, we're going to bring over the octopus arm. The handy helper, right? Come on, you little turd. There we go. Just want a little tension on it. These used to have a little wraparound, which I can see from how the coil ends are formed on the bare wire. So we're going to replicate that just in that same manner. Okay. Again, it's a little bit of a glob here because there's so many. There's like 4 wires coming through this little hole. So I just want to, oops, too much. That's all right. This will work now really good. There we go. Oh yeah. We'll touch up. Those are all reattached permanently. I can use the tension of this and this at the same time to attach these. Next, we're going to use that pot there as well. Give it a little bit more tension. Just push them up just a little bit from the bottom. We've got the pair in. And all we really want to do is cover the top of the hole in this scenario. When you turn it down a little bit, it doesn't flash as hard. Let's say it's almost like a hard clay. You can really manipulate it a little easier. All right, so the last step I got to do is attach this bear back on there. But unfortunately, folks, I've ran out of time. So maybe I'll be back later to finish this up. I might just do it. Either way, though, I hope you all look forward to seeing the Silver Dragon in the next stream, because we're going to be thrashing this out. So check out the channel, check out what we got going on, and we'll be live again. Throw down some awesome thrash metal. Have a good Saturday.